If you're having trouble with your front-wheel drive Husqvarna self-propelled mower not engaging the front wheels or the front wheels not turning, then there's one part that you absolutely need to check first because it's actually designed to fail to protect the rest of the system. To replace it only takes about 10 minutes and it's less than $30 in parts. So in this video, I'll walk you through that process and show you how that is easily done. But I'll also explain how the front wheel drive system works so you have a better understanding of the entire system in case that's not the part that's failed on your mower and you need to check some of the other components as well. So this is my Husqvarna HU700F self-propelled front wheel drive push mower. And I've had this for over a decade, and as you can see, the wheels on the front are pretty slick, which that's not the primary problem. The primary problem is they don't pull anymore. And upon further inspection, it's because of the teeth on the inside of these wheels. So here's my replacement set. And what happens is these plastic teeth on the inside here are propelled by a metal gear, and the metal gear just grabs these teeth and turns the wheel as you squeeze the self-propelled mechanism. But it's actually designed on purpose that these teeth would be the failure point. You can see just kind of even how they're made with the hole behind them and everything, kind of just this part being plastic, the other gear being metal. This is the intentional failure point. So if the wheels get in a bind, it would break the teeth off of this rather than messing up the gearing or messing up something else. Let's start first with just a basic understanding of the parts involved. For me, that's really helpful to understand how the system works, and then the part we're replacing just makes a lot more sense. So there's this gear system that sits on top of the axle, and it has this pulley on top that when turned, it turns the gearbox and then turns the axle. And in turn, no pun intended, the metal gear on the end there spins. So you see as I turn this pulley, that metal gear there spins. So they're all directly connected through gear systems. And this is not engaged, it's loose most of the time because this belt is always going around the motor itself. So it has slack in it, it's not turning until the self-propelled is engaged. And there's a cable here that runs up to the handle. And when you engage the self-propelled, it pulls that housing forward and gets the slack out of the pulley and then engages the system. When you let go, it drops back. So this is how a lot of different mower parts work. I personally don't like it because the belt kind of sits there rubbing up against the motor some, but it seems to work well. This mower's over a decade old and I've never replaced that belt. So it's obviously not damaging it too much. But when you pull the self-propelled mechanism, it pulls on that cable, leans that box forward and pulls the slack out of the pulley and then engages. So from there, if you can turn this house or this pulley at top and your gear turns, you know everything in your gearbox, your axles, and your gear, your metal gears on the end are fine. So the next thing to check is going to be the actual wheels themselves. And that's because these wheels are actually designed to be the primary point of failure. So you can see here that the plastic teeth on the inside of this are what interface with this metal gear. And if these get in a bind and can't turn, this metal gear is going to keep turning and it's going to break off all these teeth on the inside. So that's what's happened here. All the teeth on this wheel and this one's got a little bit of dirt inside of it too, but all the teeth have been broken off of both sides. So when I engage the self-propelled mechanism, it turns the metal gear, but the wheel doesn't turn at all. So these are thankfully very inexpensive. These are the original Husqvarna wheels. So I did not buy OEM, but I bought this brand here called 4Try off Amazon. I'll put affiliate links down in the description if you're interested in picking them up yourself. But they look pretty much identical to the OEM, same size and same quality in my opinion. But these get really fantastic reviews on Amazon. And they were only about $25, a little under $25, and 1 to 2 day shipping with Prime. And so I was able to get my mower back up and running really quickly. And these plastic teeth will now re-engage with this metal gear and get us back up and running. And eventually these will break off again and we'll just replace them. It's kind of a maintenance item at this point on the mower where you're expected to, as you get these wheels in a bind, that it would then therefore break these teeth off and need to be replaced. If you take one of these wheels off, there's just one nut here that you unscrew and then you can just slide this off the axle. If you take it off and these teeth on the plastic teeth on the inside are still in good shape, and this metal gear here is still in good shape, and when you turn this top pulley, the metal gear turns in response, then you know all those components are connected and working well. And the second most common thing after the plastic teeth on those wheels is this drive belt here. So whenever I took this plastic cover off initially and took this one bolt out and pulled the plastic cover off, this was completely caked up with grass. because it's just open to the mower deck. So grass can shoot up in here very easily. So if grass or whatever you're mowing, weeds pop up in here and end up jamming this pulley up where it can't turn, but the belt pulls tight and then the motor starts turning on the belt, it could easily burn through that belt and snap it off. So make sure that when this pulls forward, that you are able to get all the slack out of the belt, and then also that the belt itself is still there and intact. So that would be the second component, which is, again, be fairly easy to replace, thankfully. But that would be the second component that I would check next. And then if both of those, your teeth are good on your wheel and your belt's good, then the next thing would be, related to how all these components connect. So you just want to verify that when you turn that top pulley, that metal gear on the side, once you get the slack out of it, that metal gear does turn so that everything's fully connected all the way through. If all that works, then your self-propelled should work. But by far, this is the most common failure point. So let me slap this wheel on real quick, and then I'll just show you how the system works while it's running, just to prove that it definitely re-engages and works. All right, now let's start it up, and I'll let you see the pulley engage as the motor's running, and you'll see both front wheels take off.